Hey everybody. So the news came out, as you saw in the thumbnail, that Kentaro Miura passed away earlier this month. Completely comes to a surprise. I had no idea that he was sick or he was dealing with this issue. But if you think about it, it makes sense that he would be taking breaks, and that's probably why the production and the schedule of the chapters of Berserk have taken a little bit of a downside, right? They haven't been as quick. Um, but more than I don't really don't want to talk about like what's gonna happen to Berserk because I don't think that's the conversation we should be having. When I saw the news this morning, a good buddy of mine sent me a text really early in the or early mornings of the hour, I would say, and he told me, hey, you're not gonna like the news you see when you wake up. I wasn't sure what he was referring to. Then I go on YouTube and I see it's a Gundam posting a picture of Kentaro Miura saying this one. I think he said this one hurts the most, something like that. And I knew then immediately what was going on. And I was in shock. I was in complete and utter shock at what I was looking at. I was talking with my friends about earlier last week. I think it was about how how is it going to end? How's Berserk going to end? The possibilities of something like this happening. Like what would be the next steps? This goes on and occurs in real life, and it's crazy. Looking at the YouTube videos from other creators and just seeing how the influence and the impact that Kentaro Miura had to so many people around the world, different cultures, people from that don't speak Japanese, South America, North America, Europe, Africa. I mean, it's brutal. It was brutal. People crying, very emotional because this is a manga that's been with people since late '80s. People have grown up with it. Many people have gotten into it recently, and it's a shock. It really is. For me personally, I got into Berserk in the early 2000s when I was really into Dragon Ball. I would see in the comics, I would see the commercials for the Berserk manga, and I was like, "Whoa, this seems kind of scary," like, well, what's going on with this guy? But I was really into Dragon Ball, so I didn't really look at any other anime or manga or anything like that. So when I became a little bit older, I saw Berserk, and it changed my life. Like, it really influenced my tastes, and there's nothing has had that of an influence on me ever since. I would say, in terms of what I would perceive as quality entertainment. Deep storyline, amazing visuals. The manga itself, I would say, is a work of art that only few mangakas have been able to reach. Kentaro Miura's level of detail and love and dedication. When I saw the '90s anime, I thought this was probably it can only get better from here. I thought if they were going to continue the story. Then they released the movies, and I thought, all right, pretty good. It's a nice marriage between CGI plus your traditional cell work, whatever. And I liked it. I really liked those movies. When the 2016 anime came out, I was pumped for it because I was like, finally, they're going to continue the stories that where it left off in the Golden Age arc or whatever. And obviously, that wasn't. Let's just say it wasn't the quality of what we would expect, and it didn't do any. It did a huge disservice, in my opinion, to Kentaro Miura's manga work. So, putting that aside, it got a little bit. It got really emotional seeing how so many people were touched around the world, and just seeing their thoughts. And many people have a very similar story to mine. It just pulled you in. The story pulled you in. And you just you were cheering for guts to kind of get that redemption or get that peace that he wanted in his life. And luckily, we were able to finally see Casca. Spoiler alerts for anybody, but kind of get the Casca plot point somewhat finished, right? So, in a sense, if it were to end this way, which I think it is, I don't know if they're going to continue it, which I don't think they should, to be honest. But who knows? We'll have to see what Kentaro planned or what he spoke to his assistants about. We have no idea, and I don't really think this should be the time to talk about that. But it's fine how it is. I can live with it. To me, it was much more the journey than the destination. I mean, you know, I've been listening all day to Guts theme, all day. It puts everything that I feel when I read the manga and watched the anime. It just sums it up perfectly. It's depressing but hopeful. It's a perfect way to send it off, you know? So, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. But I was speaking to another friend. He brought up a good point. He wished that he would have sent Kentaro Miura a letter to thank him for all his work and all he's done for all of us fans. Which brings me to my next point, that, you know, it doesn't matter who your heroes or idols are. You know, it doesn't hurt to like reach out and tell them, hey, like, your work really influenced me, or I'm a huge fan. Sometimes I think that we maybe aren't as appreciative of things that we really consume on a daily basis, or whatever the basis you consume it, but things that have shaped the way that we perceive the world, or how we perceive art or culture, how we perceive information. You know, I think that I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna send them a letter to the publishing house or whatever, and just tell them, like, hey, you know, as a fan, this is how I felt, because I think it's important that they understand how deeply rooted his influence is in a whole generation of fans around the world. I mean, I was watching videos in Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, Arabic, German, English, just you name it. There was videos on it on YouTube, and it's just, I haven't seen anything like that before, honestly, in this industry, right? In this, like, in the manga industry, I haven't seen anything like that before. So I want to get back into Berserk. I don't know when the last chapter came out, but it's been a while, so I think I'm just gonna read the whole thing from the beginning and kind of delve into that world again, and with a greater appreciation than before, and really, you know, admire every single panel, because I think it might be the biggest tribute we can give to Kentaro Miura, is just to keep his work alive. I read a comment that resonated with me, was since the story didn't finish, it'll live on forever. And you know, I think that's perfect. I think that is a perfect way to look at it. And in a sense, Kentaro Miura wouldn't really want us to dwell too much either. We have to go on with our life, kind of like how Guts did, right? Just march on with all the hardships that the life throws at you, that the world makes you face. Just gotta deal with it and move on. And you know, I think a little bit, all of us died a little bit today with that news. If you're a fan or not, just by looking at the Amazon, I don't know if you guys checked it out, but Amazon, like, all the like, it's all sold out, all of it. It's really hard to find it. The mangas and like the special edition books, the hardcover ones, really nice. They're all sold out. Like, people are like selling them for triple or quadruple the price on eBay. And that kind of shows you, people are like, damn, they're all buying it now. They all want to make sure that they have, as a tribute, to show that to the publishing house. I guess for the stateside, it's Dark Horse Comics. I don't know, I think it's like something Animal House in Japan, like whoever is the one that publishes Japan, I'm not sure, but let them know, like, hey, we support this guy, and you know, like, thank you, thank you for all Kentaro has done. Um, yeah, shocking, sad, but we'll go on. We'll go on. And with great appreciation, I'll look at all of the manga artists, all the people that I admire and that have entertained me, have provided some sort of joy, because you sometimes don't realize that they're humans, right? And that they also go through, they're also mortals, susceptible to the things that we're susceptible to. So I think that we need to chill out a little bit. The guy that does Hunter x Hunter, I forgot his name, but like, I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay, that he's not sick. I know he's been having some issues, some chronic issues, but I hope that he prioritizes his health, because at this point, if the story doesn't end, like, I'm okay with that too. Like, there's so many other things that are important in this life, and they dedicate their lives to giving us entertainment, to make us happy. Like, we can't be that hard on these people. So, yeah. Well, let me know what your thoughts are. This is a little bit different content, but I'm a person with a lot of different interests, so expect a lot of different content coming from me, not just in the world of football. I love manga, I love anime, I love video games, I like all this sort of stuff. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care.